is that this month is the month that you make a decision. There's not going to be any more stagnation in my life, and I'm actually going to make a decision to do something differently, to start having different results in my life. I'm only going to be on this live for not even 10 minutes because I do have a 1 o'clock meeting coming up, but I really just want to encourage you all with something. Sometimes you may feel as if all of the work that you've done, sometimes you may not feel as if the efforts that you put into it, that you're seeing it right away. But I want you all to see, especially for those of you all who are entrepreneurs, I want you all to understand that none of it is done in vain, because at the right time, that's when God begins to step in and bring all the pieces together. And so what I want to encourage you all with is, for this month that we're heading into now, today is today is what, August 1st, right? I want you all to make the decision that this is the month that I'm going to do some things differently. Hey, baby, I see Lorraine saying hi, Z. Hey, I'm only going to be on this live for a few minutes, Lorraine, because I've got that 1 o'clock meeting. But I want you all to make a decision that, you know what? This is the month and this is the time in my life when I have to do something different. And I'm going to step into the right environment. I'm going to get the right help that I need. I'm going to get the right mindset. I know it's going to be a lot of hard work, but I'm going to change the routines in my life. I'm going to learn and change the patterns that I've been adjusting to in my life, some of the negative patterns. And I'm going to step out into this month of August as a completely different person, elevating to higher levels that I've not even elevated to before, that may make me a little uncomfortable, but I'm going to do it. So I want to hear from you all, even in this live right now. Hang on a second, you all. I guess there's a poor connection. But I want to hear from you all, even in this live right now. Are you making that decision that this has to be the month where things are going to change tremendously for me? Not only for you, but for your business and for the way that you're going to show up. That's what I want to see in the comment section is this going to be the month? Is this even going to be the day where you're making that decision? You all can go ahead and comment in the comment section. I'm seeing comments coming in already. Hey, you all, I'm seeing your comments. And while you all are doing that, while you're commenting, I'm going to read something from chapter 15 from my book, Necessary. This chapter is titled The Price of Elevation. And I'm just going to read the affirmation really quickly for you all, just a little bit. And then I'll talk to you for about maybe 3-4 more minutes, and I'm going to get off of this live. But in chapter 15, this affirmation says, I can't stay in this familiar territory where stagnation has become the norm. I must pay the price of elevation by allowing God to detach what is no longer needed for my next level. I can't stay in this familiar territory. I was created for so much more. I was created for more than what my eyes currently see. I was created to thrive and achieve what may seem impossible to others. Do you hear that? Do you hear that sound from above? It is the sound of our victories that have already been won. It is the sound of elevation. Now, I want to know from you all. You all can put in the comment section really quickly. How many of you all have made the decision that you can't stay in the same familiar territory? And that in this month that you're going into right now, I believe today is the 1st, that you're going to have a different month. You're going to show up differently. You're not going to do the same thing and render the same results in your life or even in your business. You're going to do some things differently. Let me read a few comments here and let me see if anyone in this chat has made that decision that, you know what, I cannot and I will not have more of the same in this month that I'm going into now. Now, some of you may feel like, Z, my month was excellent, and I pray to God I repeat the same kind of month because I did extremely well. That's wonderful, baby. My charge to you is to take it higher. But I'm talking to those of you who've been traveling around the same doggone mountain week after week and month after month. Are you making the decision? I can't travel around the same mountain anymore. I've got to do something different in my life. As I just read from here, I can't stay in this familiar territory where stagnation has become the norm. I must pay the price of elevation by allowing God to detach what is no longer needed for my next level. I'm reading some comments here. Victoria says, I'm making that decision now. Do it, Lord. I'm ready. I hear you. Mary V says, everyone, I have made that decision. Amen. Amen. Penny says, I cannot and I will not continue in this mountain this way. I'm making the decision to do something different. I love that. I love that. I love that. You all know I'm having a call at 1 o'clock. We've been having meetings all this week with people that are joining the Unlocking Greatness community. The entrepreneur workshop sessions and personal development workshop sessions we've been having has been like no other. I was literally in tears on Wednesday when I saw some of the newer people that just joined that said, Z, I've been following you for about a year and I'm so glad I finally got in this. You all should have been on that call to see all of these entrepreneurs come together. On Wednesdays is when the entrepreneurs meet, by the way, and on Mondays is when we meet for personal development. You all should have been, this is not an exaggeration. I speak with honesty. All of these entrepreneurs coming together, and Wednesday's subject matter was they were learning how to increase their sales, how to get more customers, how to grow in terms of their business revenue. And I have chills as I'm talking to you all. I love when I see people coming together and for the first time they're having like a light bulb moment. It got to a point when we had the live workshop on Wednesday where I had to tell people, get off your laptop and pay attention, because as they were learning so much at one time, especially the coaches and the mentors and those that are launching products globally. And I just love seeing them, especially the newer members coming in saying, Z, I didn't even know that this was like this. Like, what was I waiting for? I didn't know that we're going to be learning some of everything, like literally hands-on, like what exactly do we do to begin to grow things. And you guys should see how people were coming together and even beginning to help each other. I love it. You all have got to make a decision. Whatever it is that I'm going to do in my life, I've got to get myself in the right room and in the right environment so that I can learn and be able to grow. We can't have the same weeks and the same months and the same years that we've been having before. And I really believe this. I thought this morning when I was sitting down and read my Bible earlier, I really do believe this month that we're in now, you all, I believe this is going to be a month where a lot of you all are really going to take off. And I've been having a lot of one-to-one sessions this week with the newer members that join the Unlocking Greatness community, especially those that join. We have a new tier we just introduced not even a week ago called the Pro tier, the Inner Circle. And those are the people I'm spending even more time with. Those are the people that are looking to build out a platform very similar to mine, a global coaching and mentoring platform. And they want to get their books written and get their books worldwide. And they want to get their products developed and have them distributed worldwide. So all of the people that were joining the Pro tier, I just put a little extra time in my schedule today just to talk with them one-on-one for a little bit. If you all could have seen those meetings and just seeing their eyes open up, just even in the strategy session where we were all covering about, are you even aware of the possibilities that's available to you? And many times, you all, and I mean this with so much love, I pray you guys know my intentions are good on this live. Many times, it's just due to, and I don't like to use this word, but there's an author that wrote a book and he used this word, and I thought, oh, it's kind of a strong word to use. But I got what he was saying. He said, fear comes from ignorance. And I was like, should I be offended by that? Is this man calling me ignorant? But that wasn't what he was saying. He said, no, fear just comes from ignorance. And what he said by that is, he said, fear comes from ignorance. It's just a lack of knowledge. He says, just if you don't have the knowledge and you've been working on something forever and it's not producing, or you're not making the money you want to make, or whatever it is you're going, he said, it's just literally just a lack of knowledge. And so the fear comes in because we don't know what to do. And I said, that's such a good point. That's such a good point. So when we came together on Wednesday, by the way, we're having a part 2 because that session was so phenomenal. When we came together on Wednesday, and especially some of the newer members, I love. One of my favorite parts about our live workshop sessions is when new members come in for the very first time and they get to see everybody and they get to participate in the live workshops. And our next one, actually I'm having one at 1 o'clock just for welcoming some people, but our next official training session is Monday. I just love looking in their eyes and seeing this. I'm trying to think of the one, I guess I can't say her name because I respect their privacy, but I'm thinking of the one member that just joined on Wednesday, and she sat there with her head just rocking back in her chair. She was just doing this. I think she's a coach or something. She was just, and I looked at her and I said, are you okay? And she's just like, Z, I've been following your podcast and listening to you for about a year. I don't know why on earth did I take so long to get myself into this environment? She said, this is absolutely beyond what I thought or what I would expect to happen. It's such a beautiful community environment where people are helping each other, learning, guest speakers coming in. I'm sharing so much behind the scene knowledge about how to grow your platform, increase your sales, get your programs up. So here's what I want to say to you all. I want you all to make the decision today, no matter whose mentorship or program or whatever you join, that's up to you. You figure that out, you go with who works for you. Mine is focused on Bible-based training, mindset training, and business training. Because as many of you, many of you are not aware, I've been in business over 30 years, different companies. So I bring a lot of business to the table, which I know I don't talk about online on my lives, because normally when I'm on my lives, I read the Bible to you all a lot. But we do a combination of Bible-based. That's very important, you guys. Mindset, extremely important. In fact, 95% of the accomplishments has a whole lot to do with the mindset, and maybe about only 5% has to do with strategy. You may find that hard to believe, but it's true. So we focus Bible-based, mindset, and business. So when we met this Wednesday, I said, you all, we're going to focus heavily today on getting the sales up, getting the conversions up. And we have a goal set for the pro members, for those of you who are entrepreneurs. Well, whether you're an entrepreneur or not, I welcome you to the Unlocking Greatness community. Let me just start by saying that. But for those of you who are entrepreneurs, and especially if you are a coach or you've got a product or something you're trying to reach globally, if you have not hit the numbers you're trying to hit and you've been traveling around that same mountain, the only thing that I would say to you is do yourself a favor and get yourself into the right group and atmosphere so that you can scale and grow faster. Our pro tier that we just introduced, I don't even want to say the numbers because I'm on this live right now, but the members know we have some pretty high numbers that we want at a minimum of half of the members inside of that pro tier to hit those numbers within 6 months to a year. I don't even want to say the numbers on here because you guys are going to say, Z, that's impossible. Well, no, it's not. Baby, when you bring a lot of people together, and especially those that are putting God as number one in their lives, like the members in the Unlocking Greatness community, and then you bring in all of these sets of experiences, and God knows I bring a lot to the table as well. And then you bring in all of these expert guest speakers. The devil is a lie. This is going to be the month, and this is going to be the year. Things are turning around, baby. It's time that you not only work on yourself spiritually, which is very important, and work on your mindset, but it's time that you get your money right, baby. Get your finances right. Get in the right room, in the right environment, and get that business off the ground so that you can be a blessing to yourself, your family, and generations to come. All right? That's my charge against you all, is make sure someone says, I feel like God doesn't hear me. Baby, if I had a little bit of time with you, I would suggest that you absolutely, if you decide to join the Unlocking Greatness community, which, by the way, you can go to unlockinggreatness.com. If you decide to join the Unlocking Greatness community, I would highly advise you start going through that retreat right away. All members have to walk through what we call a necessary retreat. It's actually based on my book, Necessary. And that statement that you just said, I feel like God doesn't hear me, you will never be saying that statement again. You got to be careful with the words that you're saying and that you speak to yourself, baby, because by you making that statement, that's letting me know your thought patterns in terms of how you see yourself and see God. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. I mean that with love. You have to get strengthened. That's why all the members in the Unlocking Greatness community, we're not looking for people to join that's just going to be there just for business knowledge. You can get that pretty much from any coach, any place out here nowadays. In my personal opinion, I think if you just go after business, if you just go after money, and you don't have that foundation solid in your walk with God, and get this, you can have that foundation solid in your walk with God and the mindset still not be there. Bible teaches us Romans 12:2, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So if the mindset is not there, you still can mess up. Because you can be praying and reading your Bible all day long and get your butt up and don't even believe it's going to happen because you don't think that you're worthy or whatever, and cancel out your own prayers. So now you all see why Bible-based, mindset, and business. Those are the 3 tiers that are offered in the Unlocking Greatness community. You get all of it, all right? So I love you all. If anyone is looking for help, if you all have been praying, God, I got to get into the right room, I'm at least willing to make one step and at least see what this is about. I welcome you all to join me. I'm having a meet. Actually, the meeting started 2 minutes ago. I got to go. I'm having a meeting at 1 o'clock with just a few people who reached out, one person in particular, and said, Z, can I learn a little bit more about the entrepreneurship stuff that you offer? And I said, I'll have a quick call at 1 because I'm ending my day early today. And so if anyone wants to join me on that and you're interested, you want to get some help, you're tired of traveling around the same mountain and you're ready to grow, then I welcome you to join me. It's a live Zoom call. It's only going to last for 15 minutes because I got a busy day today, but I welcome you all to join me on that call. And that's only for new members who may have a question and are looking, but you can go to unlockinggreatness.com. I don't even want your email address. Just go there and there's a link right there on my homepage and you can join the Zoom meeting and you can talk to me for a few minutes and let me know how can we help you. And what is it that I can do to help you, not only in your personal development, but baby, in your business. You gotta get that business off the ground and get that idea out of your head and bring it to light and get in the right environment, okay? So if you've been praying, I wasn't even supposed to go live today. So I believe it's somebody on this that needs to hear this now. But if you've been praying, if you've been looking, and you're like, God, let me at least see what this is about. I've been hearing this woman. Let me just at least check it out. Then I welcome you all to join me. So you can go to unlockinggreatness.com. Click on that link. You'll join me in the Zoom. I'm actually about to head in there right now because there's one person in there waiting on me now. And so I'm just going to open it up if there's anyone else that wants to come. So I love you all. I love you. I love you. You all, please, by the grace of God, get serious. Please, 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 please. Get serious about not only your walk with God, but get serious about growing in terms of your finances and getting your business or your money right so that you can also be able to help other people. Get serious about it, you guys, and stop walking around the same mountain. This is the month. I'll end by saying this. There's no more stagnation. No more stagnation as far as I'm concerned. We're doing some major things this month you all would not believe. All right. Members in the Unlocking Greatness community already know because I've been meeting with them. AJ's on here. She says, yes, everyone, this woman has changed my life. AJ says, I pray God blesses and protects her endlessly. AJ, you are beyond precious. You are so precious to me. Monique says, I need help, no more stagnation. I hope to see you, Monique. Let me go ahead and jump on in this meeting. Again, you can go to unlockinggreatness.com and join me on this Zoom. It's only going to be a 15-minute call, only for new members, new people who have some questions and want to stop traveling around the same mountain and start seeing some different results. I love you all. I love you. I love you. I give you my word. Members in the Unlocking Greatness community, not just me, but we're giving our very best to make sure we bring in the top people we can find out here. And our guest speakers have been phenomenal to get you the help that you need so that you can begin to prosper and grow. All right? Grow closer to God, of course, but also grow in terms of your business, all right? All right, I'll see you all. I've got to go because the call started 5 minutes ago. And anyone that's been waiting on the call, please give me grace. I'm coming right now. I love you all. I love you. Someone says, good evening. This woman changed my life. Was going through a lot. I love her so much. Oh my gosh, baby. I don't know your name on here because I don't recognize the name, but I'm so grateful to hear you say that, baby. Wanda says, this is an awesome community. Wanda, I love you. Wanda says, love you, Z. I see some of the community members are already in here. I see you. Okay, you guys, I got to go because the call just started and I've got someone waiting. But hopefully I'll see some of you all in there. If you are ready to stop walking around the same mountain and you're like, you know what? God, I've been praying, but let me at least see what this is all about. Then join me on this call really quickly and I'll talk to you all, okay? For just a few minutes. Okay, I got to go. Love you, love you, love you. Bye-bye.